Hi everyone. Today I'm bringing to you my 10 Christmas cards for the month of February. I am part of a 10 on the 10th collab with MetalScrappinChick and about 18 other beautiful crafters here, and it's my first time with them. The whole purpose of this is to be able to create Christmas cards, 10 every month, which we'll share. And at the end of the year, you'll have more than enough Christmas cards, hopefully, to distribute for your family, your friends, and your crafty community. Some months may be more or less, but overall, somewhere around 10. So I'm going to quickly go through the ones in January. I did make my cards. I did not submit them. Obviously, I wanted to reach out to the original person who created this collab, which is MetalScrappinChick. And but I did do them. And I did follow a monthly card sketch that was done by Call Me Crafty Al here on YouTube. And I did, following her sketch, I did this one, utilizing my scraps, this one and this one. So I had 3 in that one. And then following a different sketch, I created 3 like this and just utilizing my scraps. So I have 3 of those. And then also I have 4 of these. Same sketch, different colors, different snowflakes. And all of this I had in my stash. And of course the paper selections I had in my scrap pile, and I really wanted to bring that down. So those were my January cards. Now for February, I utilized this paper collection. I've had it in my stash for quite some time. I'm down to just, a few stuff. I believe I picked this up at Michael's. It was on one of their 50% off, and this is called Ice Crystals. And with that cardstock, I created this card. Now, these are actually had pins in the back to pin to your shirt. I don't have the packaging for that, but this is part of the paper collection. I did pop it up on dimensionals. I popped the penguin on dimensionals. I'm sorry, my lighting is a little bad today. And then just use some iridescent silvery sequins just to add a little sparkle. Let the paper speak for itself. Let it snow. And then use this distress ink, which is broken china, to ink the edges to kill that white just a little bit. So I did that one with that paper collection. I also did this one. And there must have been like 6 of them in the pack. This is the paper from the collection. This time I used, I believe it was like a olive green. I don't have the ink pad next to me. I used some mint sequins there. And then of course popped that up and popped up the sentiment. All my cards are blank on the inside. They're all A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I tend to leave my cards blank on the inside because I tend to write long messages, and I think it's just personalized, and just my stamp in the back. So that's card number 2. I also did this one using that paper collection. I went with blues. This is actually a ornament, a snowflake ornament from the Dollar Tree. This time I matted it with the same color, royal blue, to bring that color out, which is a lighter blue with the snowflakes. I did emboss the blue sentiment on the inside with, I'm not sure if I have that embossing folder next to me, but it's a snowflake one. Oh no, I don't have it with me, but it's snowflakes. Just to tie it all in together. This Gemmy, as well as these snowflake ones, was gifted to me in an embellishment box by Life with Patty. I did use Distress Oxide for that one. And I believe it was the same one. The Broken China. And then just left it like that. Everything is popped up on dimensionals, and I kept the snowflake flat, and the snowflake is iridescent. With that same paper collection, I created another one in neutrals, and this can be for a guy. This is the, oh, here it goes. It was Faded Jean that I used to stamp. This one I used Vintage Photo to stamp my sentiment because it's a softer brown. Again, from Life with Patty in an embellishment box and in snowflakes. So I put those all around. I did pop up the sentiment on some foam tape and did the fishtail banners. Again, all blank on the inside. And this one actually has music paper in the back. And then I used the same design this time with snowflakes. And this one was actually Vintage Photo that I used. Oh, I'm sorry, Walnut Green. It's a little darker. So it's just a shade darker than the other. So those are cards 1 through 5. And then using this paper collection, which is Christmas made. And this was gifted to me by a fellow crafter. I'm almost down to the end of it. I'm going to continue working with this one. I made this card. And these are actually snowflakes I've gotten from Dollar Tree. Okay, these are the ones that I use for the other cards, which are these. As a matter of fact, I believe these came from Michael's. And all I did was gave myself a focal point and then took another one and just started gluing it down and cutting around the edges so it looks like it's just falling off the paper. I did use a wonky border stitch die, which is this one. And I believe for this, I used the second one to give me my sentiment backing. And then Happy Holidays is a stamp I got from Michael's Recollections, which is this one, and just use gold to heat emboss it. So that's card number 6. Using the same paper stack, I made this one, and this one actually is my favorite. And again, from the same pack of those pins and the wonky stitch die. This time, this one was the biggest one. Some gold sequins, popped up the white, and then popped up the sentiment. This flourish right here is actually, sorry, it looks like my allergies are still going. This one that I gotten from a magazine is called Cardmaking Magic. And I just die cut the whole flourish off and then just cut apart what I needed. So of course I still have some extra pieces left. So I only cut out what I needed. I did use my Spectrum Noir marker to give it a little shine, added some gold sequins. And I really, really love this one. So that's card number 7. For card number 8, I used a different paper stack. This one, I used the Recollections Say Freeze. And I created this one. And that's the paper in the back. Same, from the same pack of the pins. This time I distressed it with Barn Door very lightly because this is a very rich red. I also used my Little Birdie Pearl Drops in the red currant just to give it that little splatter. And then the Sentiment Warmest Wishes came from the same stamp set, Warmest Wishes. And I like how this one came out too. Really, really adorable. Same paper collection, I made this one with Santa. And didn't do anything to the white centerpiece. The red currant again. This time I used Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And that came out from... Ooh. This one, also a Card Making Magic freebie. And that's the sentiment I used there. And then just left it like that. Let Santa be the focal point. I did use whatever was left on my ink blending and did like a circle around here so the red can just make him pop out just a little bit more. It's just right behind him. But I like this one too. It came out super cute. And then my last one, I'm going back to that paper pad, the ice crystals. And I did this one. So this is the last one out of that collection, the snowman. This time I used the Jade Isle Little Burly Pearl Drops and made it look like snowflakes, but I didn't want to go too heavy on it. I used the same sentiment, Went to Wishes, and that came out of this little pack. I don't remember where I got it from, but there it is. And just let the paper speak for itself. I did go around again with that same blue, broken china, and then just to kill that white just a little bit. So those are my 10 out of 10. Oh, here goes that embossing folder. This is the one that I used from Teresa. I'm super excited to be a part of the collab, and I'm also eager to jump around and see what all the other wonderful ladies are creating. As always, a link to all the wonderful people part of this collab will be down below in my description box, so be sure to go check them out, show them some love. Thank you, MetalScrappinChick, for hosting such a wonderful collab. This is a fabulous idea to better prepare ourselves for Christmas 2021. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.